right, hello wine drinking people. Today is Thursday, the 23rd of January. 24th of January? Oh, January is just slipping by, man. And we have had some amazing events, but the best is yet to come. As you know, February and March, we have a slew of once-in-a-lifetime events. A lot of you snowbirds are down here for the winter, and this is when we throw the big money events out there. We like to do at least one a month. We got our Vintage Madeira tasting coming up tomorrow night, which should be fantastic, going back to 1802. We still have one or two seats for that if anybody is thirsty for Madeira tomorrow night. I've got people flying in from out of the country for this event, and some other people flying in from the country just for that night. It is an incredible opportunity to taste old wines like this, just like this event a week from tonight. And I have been collecting Clos de Tart for, ever since the 1998 vintage, when they completed the new cellars in 1999. This property really turned around. Sylvain Pilot, the winemaker, has been in to see me I don't know how many times. Well, we haven't seen him for the last couple years, but things have changed a little bit at Mommy Son. In 1997, they sold the brand to Jean-Charles Boisset, his group, and they kept the vineyard Clos de Tart. And I don't know if they kept anything else, but they've really focused on turning this Grand Cru Monopole into one of the greatest, most sought-after wines in all of Burgundy. With the 2006 vintage, they raised the price to some ridiculous level. I think we would have had to sell it for $600 a bottle, and 06 wasn't a great vintage, so that's when our vertical ends with the 05 vintage. The last vintage we bought, it also changed importers, and you're seeing the wine now in the marketplace at $400 and up for the 09 and 2010 vintage, which are two outstanding vintages. And, hey, you can come and taste 6 vintages of this wine, starting with the 98 vintage, 2000 vintage, 2002 vintage, 2003, 2004, and 2005 for less than one bottle of the 09 or 2010. And we're going to give you a few extra things. That's right here, because at the Wine Watch, we believe in more than enough. I know that's enough, but we're going to give you more than enough. We also have 1978 Dujac, Clos Saint-Denis, another wine from the Maurice Saint-Denis village where Clos de Tart is located. 78 is a legendary old vintage. I could not find any tasting notes in this wine, but I will tell you it is going to be fantastic as long as we get a good bottle. And this one's coming from the great Bob Mallon cellar, so I can tell you, man, he is the luckiest wine collector on earth. I can count on one hand the amount of good, bad bottles we've had out of his cellar in the 15 years we've been doing events with him. One, the pinky finger. All right, and then we have the 1988 Hubert Lignier Clos de la Roche, another Grand Cru. It's all Grand Crus this evening, and only 1% of all the wine in Burgundy produced is Grand Cru. The Grand Crus have a special place in my heart, and Clos de Tart, one of my favorite Grand Crus. So I have been salivating about this tasting for the last year since I put it on the schedule. And Clos de Tart was purchased by the Montmisson family in 1932. They've almost owned this vineyard in its entirety for 100 years, and it's always been owned by one owner, similar to Romanee Conti, one of the most famous and sought-after wines in Burgundy, and it was named Clos de Tart in the 12th century. So they have known that this vineyard produces great wine for almost 1,000 years. God, it's hard to believe that this vineyard and Burgundy has a history of growing great wines for that long. But come out and experience it. Check out the information about Clos de Tart and Montmisson on this email and everything we're going to be drinking a week from tonight. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying, remember, always drink the good stuff first.